Hi, my name is Michelle, and I will briefly start my talking, which is about the definition of sustainability. And it means to keep something at a certain level and keep it in a balance. The energy field is one of the sustainability applications maintain the balance of the Earth's ecosystem. The increase of energy consumption is negatively affected the sustainability of environmental and economic and societal life. We cannot use this energy because energy is still an important component of the high-tech community, but we can rationalize the use of energy and make it sustainable for future generations. Some scientists claim that the demand for energy sources will increase to more than the availability, which will create an energy crisis. Others argue that the energy sources are abundant. Applying the sustainable energy system is an effective solution to avoiding the problem of depletion of energy sources.
Hi, my name is Cheyenne, and I want to start off by talking about sustainability in music. Music is a tool that connects people from all over the world and all different kinds of backgrounds, so it would make sense to use music to get an important message or theme across. It is also important to note that sustainability doesn't always have to be about going green or other things relating to the environment. Sustainability also has to do with how we treat each other and other social and economic facets. An interesting yet easy way I found to practice sustainability would be to use a dishwasher. It is easier to throw your dishes into the dishwasher than to wash your dishes by hand. Using a dishwasher also uses way less water than hand washing. The only downsides to using a dishwasher is that they can have high upfront costs, and some dishes and cutlery are not dishwasher safe. Sustainable fashion doesn't have to be expensive or ugly, and while ordering online, especially from Amazon, is not very sustainable, sometimes we don't really have a choice. Sometimes just having a good quality product that will last you a long time is the best option. It is also important to note that buying from person of color owned businesses or women owned businesses is an important part of buying sustainably.
Hey guys, my name is Abdulaziz, and I want to be talking about a couple of real situations with sustainability in mind. So I want to start off by talking about the Giga Project Neo in the Middle East, which is a project that is built on and for sustainability. And my argument forever when we talk about sustainability is that it can't exist unless the whole environment, or at least it can't exist continuously unless the total and whole environment surrounding it supports it. Communities, government officials, and so on. And this is what we see with NEO. The reason I say this is because we see one of the visionary officials actually saying that the reason they feel like NEOM is super important is because the project is because cities before the Industrial Revolution were actually built for the citizens inside of it to protect them. And protect them in every single way with food and so on and so forth. So this is why they want to build this Project Neom, to have a kind of a sustainable area and city where it's safe and it's good and it's positive for the environment. At the same time, it's fun and enjoyable and so on. So this is something that's very important, and we should definitely support it all over the world because it will change the outlook on cities and stuff in general. In this slide, we will be talking about quantum computing or quantum computers and how it can relate to sustainability. So quantum computers is fairly a new discovery that scientists are working on right now, and there is a race between a couple of countries to see who could build the first working quantum computer. And this computer is actually a leap in science and discoveries, as it helps shrink the gap in time where humans need to break through in other discoveries like medicine and the answer or questions regarding consciousness. To give you an example of what this can do, it could source solar energy that is collected in Arizona and actually have it function somewhere in Washington, D.C. So this is very powerful, and it could help support sustainability, and it could help make it more realistic for all states and all countries to be more sustainable and more environmentally friendly. Okay, so the main question for me regarding NEOM is what should we expect? we see a lot of promises made by other companies, maybe unrelated, looking at Fire Festival, a lot of major promises that were made, and a lot of hype and tension and high expectations from fans, and very, very poor delivery. But on the other hand, when we look at Dubai, for example, it was the same thing. It was high expectations, but on the other hand, it was perfect delivery. So expectations for me, I think it should be kind of mediocre. Let's hope for the best. I definitely see some very good people on the board. Hopefully it's positive. How serious are these projects? So I think that these projects are super, super serious, and we should take them very, very seriously, as they are the future and what we should have been doing a long time ago. So why is it important for us to spread the word about them? Again, this is something that we should have done way, way before, but we are doing it now, and it has some very positive effects on the environment and humans in general in terms of discoveries and so on.
This semester, I know that our Earth is suffering risks. The world is warming, the sea level are rising, and the ice are melting. Many creatures lost their life and habits. It may because we release too many carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. There's some question for us to ask. What should we do now? What can we do? And what can our country do? In the future, the thing we can do, we can reduce the carbon footprint, we can design more green products, and we can increase the environmental education. Every country also can work together to reach final sustained development goals.
Sustainability in architecture has become a key element in the planning and construction process of designing buildings. To limit humanity's impact on the environment, practice eco-friendly approaches, ensuring better living conditions for people, while implementing the 3 pillars of sustainability, which are environmental, social, and economic development. In this following slide, I have included some sustainable features that are commonly used in sustainable architecture, which are solar panels, green infrastructures, and recycled materials. Underneath each of these features, we have reasons why they are considered sustainable features. In this following slide, I have listed 3 examples of sustainable architectural projects. We have the Build Center in Seattle, Washington, which is a zero energy building, the Edge in Amsterdam, Netherlands, which is a NAP-controlled green building, and the Copenhagen project in Denmark, which is an eco-friendly power plant.
Hi, my name is Marcus Kelly, and my slides will be on sustainability in agriculture. Sustainable agriculture is a practice of farming using the principles of ecology, which is the study of relationships between organisms and environments in order to meet society's current food and textile needs without compromising future needs. Some questions to think about that are regarding what sustainable agriculture is about are: what crops and crop rotations are the most sustainable? How can scarce water be used more sustainably? And which fertilizer or farming systems can be used to increase productivity the most sustainably? Some of the things that sustainable agriculture can do are satisfy human food and fiber needs, make the most efficient use of resources and integrate natural biological cycles, sustain the economic viability of farm operations, and enhance the quality of life for farmers and society as a whole. Some questions to think about that are regarding what sustainable agriculture is about are: what crops and crop rotations are the most sustainable? How can scarce water be used more sustainably? And which fertilizer or farming systems can be used to increase productivity the most sustainably?